My name is Hanna Johansson. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Adsorbi. Air purification is a very important part of our lives because air pollutants are the cause of irreversible health effects, causes damage to sensitive objects, and are also the source of irritable and uncomfortable smells and odors. Air purification is already happening all around us. For example, in the filter in your car, in the filter in your air purifier at your home, or in your face mask. However, the way we get clean air and air purification today is through an unsustainable material, activated carbon. Activated carbon captures and stores air pollutants. However, it's made from fossil coal and it's produced in an unsustainable way. It has a low capacity, meaning that we need a lot of materials and a lot of emissions to get air purification and clean air. If you want air purification that is bio-based, that has a low environmental impact and that requires less materials, there is no alternative on the market today. Adsorbi wants to replace activated carbon with a sustainable alternative. Our innovation is a cellulose-based material that has at least 5 times higher capturing capacity than activated carbon. We have designed this material with sustainability and scalability in focus. We require less materials to perform the same functions as activated carbon, but also has a lower environmental impact. Adsorbi was founded after a project on how to protect works of art from air pollutants. But we quickly realized that there is a huge potential in other application areas as well. For example, we can produce the Adsorbi material as an air filter for air purifiers, or to use it in face masks, or to remove odors in consumer products. Adsorbi was founded in January 2022, and the traction has been great. We are in many projects with several large industrial actors wanting to replace activated carbon and be a part of sustainable transition. It is clear that there is a need on the market and in the world today for a sustainable option for air purification, and soon the solution will be there. We have already begun to take our first steps from the lab and into the world. The Adsorbi founding team is the perfect team to take our idea from the lab and into the market. We have a team with extensive experience within tech development, business development, but most importantly, experience from building and growing startup companies. We believe that sustainable materials and sustainable production will be the key for a sustainable future. If you want to know more about the Adsorbi products or want to know more about our upcoming investment round, then we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, Adsorbi, for a really great presentation. Come on, please, take a seat. So, this makes one curious. You mentioned that your product and tech is up to 5 times better than activated coal. What do you mean with 5 times better? And especially, what is 5 times better from a sustainability perspective?
So basically, if you think how much 1 kilogram of activated carbon can capture in pollutants, 1 kilogram of our material will capture 5 times more, meaning right. Across the whole value chain of the material, you will need 5 times less material, and that goes for raw material as well. So right. You will lower emissions and environmental impact across the value chain. So not only do we have a bio-based alternative and production that is more sustainable, but just the fact that we can lower the total material use will make a very big difference when it comes to environmental impacts.
You mentioned that you were founded in 2022.
Yes.
Still 2022 when I look at my calendar, and this is a deep tech case. I mean, this is moving fast, and you're already out there with the tech inactive pilots, right?
Yes.
How has that journey been? Has it been easy to find pilots within the industry to try out the tech?
I think there are several factors to why it has gone so quickly for us. I think a large part of it is the team, since 3 out of 4 of the founding team has been a part of building a startup before. That makes the journey a lot easier. And the researchers behind the Adsorbi material, already in the design phase, they were thinking sustainability and scalability.
Right.
Those 2 factors have made this journey very quick. And then when we have gone out to potential customers with our material, the response has been surprisingly great. I mean, as a new company, you have to struggle a bit in the beginning to get customer interest, but we have been really surprised by the positive response to a sustainable alternative to activated carbon.
That's amazing. And I suspect that behind this tech is already a novel patent in place, or?
Yes, of course. So our material is completely novel, and we are protecting it in all the ways we can.
Amazing. And you were talking about different application areas like air purifiers and things like that, which would be like the ideal customers. I know somewhere that I've heard you speak about art. That's pretty much a niche, right? But
yes.
It sounds so cool. Can you explain what does Adsorbi's tech do in art?
Well, first of all, we can provide products to many industries, and we are right now setting up a product roadmap for what markets to target first. And what we have seen then is that art conservation can be the perfect first market for us, because it has a high need for our solution, a willingness to pay for it, but also it's quite niche and there are no other working alternatives there. So I think art conservation can be a great first market for us to use kind of as a leverage point to quickly scale in new application areas and markets as well.
So in art, what's the application of the filter? Is it that it takes the oxidation from the objects?
I forget that not everyone works with art conservation.
I love art, but I don't work with art conservation. So what's happening?
So the problem with the many art objects, so for example paintings and sculpture, is that when they get old, they start to themselves give off air pollutants, which in turn destroys them. So works of art are self-destructing, basically. So what the museums and archives need is a solution to protect art against itself, basically.
Right.
So our product towards art is a storage pad that you simply store together with the painting, for example, and it will capture and store the harmful air pollutants, making art lasts for future generations as well.
So basically every museum worth its salt should give you a call, right?
Definitely. It's one of the main tasks that museums have is to preserve art, culture and history for future generations, and our material is an easy to use product to do that.
Last question. In 10 years' time, where is Adsorbi and how are you approaching the global market?
I think that in 10 years' time we will have fulfilled our vision of being a global manufacturer and supplier of bio-based materials for air purification. We have a great possibility to scale really quickly with our material and our product, and we have already showed that we can do that, I think. So I believe in 10 years we have fulfilled our vision.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. This was the last presentation. So make sure to log on to chalmersventures.com to look out for more portfolio news. And until next time, bye-bye.